Hello, I'm Shiv Prasad Chaudhary. Welcome to Madhyamik News Ray. In this YouTube video, I'm going to solve the question paper Motor Activity Task Class 10 West Bengal Board of Secondary Education Part 6 is given by Bardhavan Sri Ramasis Hindi High School student. Let's start the question paper solving. Here's the first question you can see on the screen. Choose the correct answer from the given alternatives. Four alternatives are given. First question is landform developed by the process of aggradation is landform developed by the process of aggradation is dune, dunes. Okay, here is the answer. Next is choose the correct pair. Choose the correct pair. What the correct pair is? Yeah, that is mahogany. Ev- evergreen tree of Andaman and Nicobar Islands, mahogany. That is the answer. Next is ruler of India is, that is the Durgapur. Ruler of India is Durgapur. Completed. Next is if the statement is true, write T, and if false, write F. Holes formed by abrasion on the river bed are called pot, pothole, potholes. Potholes. Now again I read. Holes formed by abrasion on the river bed are called potholes. That is true. T. Land breeze blows during the day over the coastal region of India. It is false. Absolutely false. Because of the day, not night. Okay. Warm and dry weather condition is favorable for tea cultivation. No, it is opposite. It is false. F. Repeat it. Next, big question. Answer the following questions briefly for 2 marks. Altitude of snow line varies with latitude. Explain the geographical region. Have you seen a mountain in picture where the snow is seen? The line is, that is the snow line. I can see you. Okay, wait. There will be. Notice it. Here is the looking snow, and it is not. This line is called snow line. Here is also, look this picture. This picture is good for you. Here is the snow, and there is not. The line is, this line is called snow line. Okay, that's all. So the question is altitude of snow line varies with latitude. Explain the geographical region. Here is the answer. Geographical factors. The height of the ice line in any place depends on the latitude, location, and height, seasonality, etc. Seasonality, etc. Moreover, we know that as the value of latitude increase, the temperature decrease, and so does the height of the ice line. As the temperature decreases north and south of the equator, so does the latitude of the ice line. The ice line is located in the lower part of the mountain as the temperature decreases in winter, and in the upper part of the mountain as the temperature increases in summer. So the glacier can be seen at an average height of 5,500 meters in the equatorial region and 4,500 meters in the Himalayas, 2,700 meters in the Alps. Okay, answer completed. Next is, how does the Himalaya range act as a controlling factor for the climate of India? Now, what you see the picture, see it is Himalaya picture. This is Himalaya. Okay, these are Himalayas pictures. Now, how does the Himalayan range act as a controlling factor for the climate of India? How does the Himalayan range act as a controlling factor for the climate of India? The answer is that the Himalayas, which stand like a giant wall in the north of India, affect the climate of our country in many ways. First, protects from severe winters. The Himalayas prevent very cold and dry continental polar winds from Siberia from entering India. And second, rainfall. The Himalayas block the moist westerly monsoon winds from the southern sea, causing heavy rainfall in northern India. And third is contribution to the creation of desert climate. According to meteorologists, the Himalaya mountains have made a significant contribution to the creations of the Gabi and Taklamakan desert, Taklamakan deserts of Central Asia. Now, fourth and last, decrease in the prevalence of westerly winds. Here is the again the two times. So now the effects of in winter westerly winds for the Himalayas are limited to northwest India only. That's all. Now the question is last phone number. Mention the negative impacts of urbanizations on the people of India. Negative impact. The negative effects of urbanizations on Indian are public life are described below. First is lack of settlement. The population pressure in the large Indian cities is so great that there is a lack of housing for all people. Second, transportation problems. One of the major transportation problems in Indian cities is traffic congestion due to the huge populations of large cities. And third, lack of drinking water. Water is essential for human survival, but the huge demand for drinking water and consumptions of people living in big cities is often not met, resulting in crises for drinking water in cities and towns. And for these power supply problems, cities or towns are considered as the heart of a country or region, but almost every city in India has a shortage of electricity compared to the demand and keep rising unemployment. Indian cities have the highest employment opportunities as compared to rural areas, so the number of migrants increased and resulted in decreased in unemployment. And for sixth and last, problems caused by solid waste materials. Problems caused by solid waste materials are one of the major problems in the urban areas. That's all. In this way, all the question of the given by the given answer is there. All the questions of your one, two, three, and two, three question, three, two, and one completed with the solve. Now allow me, and if you want your question paper to solve, then you can send 79800445540 WhatsApp number. Thanks for watching. And especially thank the student who sent this question paper. Okay.